The topics, plot and animation is a work of fiction. Events, places, persons and subjects are parts of fiction or are used in a fictional manner. Story and plot takes place in KBE 224 in main Kanbor Galaxy or KBE 512 in all everything unless otherwise stated and differs from plot in Kanbor series, etc. by Kanbor-Ze7. The following video program is a presentation of RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions. CR 2024, EY 1024, TX.Y24. All rights reserved. RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar, presents Please be advised that any requests concerning distressing and sensitive scenes and topics are discouraged due to after concerns on violence, dangerous acts, and due to respect, as it would yield entire video if produced to be unlisted or age restricted. Otherwise we may reject the topic as it would have otherwise frightened or distressed Casper and or his friends.
Attention, this is a rainfall. Prepare yourself for secret thunder. Attention, heavy rain is imminent. Prepare yourself for secret thunder. This is a rainfall. It's a good thing for the new rain guards for the side windows. This is it's rolled down a bit, however the interior won't get soaked. This is I got it at Nitro Octave Synergy 2 weeks ago. This is earlier in the month, on July 15th, 2024. Interior of my car and Julian Risocchiard's crossover was soaked. This is he also got some weatherproofing guards for his crossover, however he got it at the Flex Motors dealership, then went to service to get it professionally installed, while I also got something to filter out the sun, including some shade screens so that the interior won't get too warm when entering my car. However, I park my car at the carport at my house, in the shade. However, I have departed since 12 o'clock p.m. 66.6 EMT and 1600 TRX. This is I checked weather report beforehand as I to put on my raincoat, rain slacks and rain boots. Also carried my umbrella before I head to my car. This is I made first stop being NOS to get a caddy mate to hold my pocket mate to use it as supplemental gauges as I to put it in car mode as I to mount it on once I head to another stop. This being Gamer Corner, also to check inside to check out some things of interest after learning of item on TV on Alito GRESP. Also on yesterday's edition of BWGT, in which was used for the E-Pre for one esports player of Cloud Deck. Eric Altro Nitrap also for Elite City Sentinels and Sentinels E-Racing Mickey Daniels and X Gaming's Max Zarkshaw. This on the event on the 24th. I won the esports in E-Pre, in special sponsored event, in virtual motorsport sim racing. At the EDA at Alito Plaza Center, as I am not only an indie physical racer, also esports player for sim racing virtual motorsport in E-Race. An E-Racer as my gaming rig is at home consist of gadgets including gaming headset, keyboard, mouse, beefy gaming computer and chair, steering wheel controller, shifter controller, pedal controller, gamepad, and joystick controller, as I also play vehicle simulation games when simulating driving a train, semi, or plane.
Why you chose your nickname or gamertag Kraken?
This because of the alternate month on the Kanbor-Ze7en calendar of the outgoing month to be Krokenon, corresponding to an Ian Kb.P 19, or July 2024, and Ada EY 1024. This is where the Blitz ERV Esports Sim Racing ERV Tour 2024, EY 1024 begins on July 19th, 2024 on a Friday and gets held every weekend. However, week 2 of the ERV Tour was postponed to this weekend thanks to the other E-Pre event last weekend. This is Sister Tiffany watched the film Ruby Gilman Teenage Kraken. Now she is hyped on the character, in which inspires me to have my nickname and gamer tag. The month prior to it was Luminon, corresponding to Jakin, June or Zeta and the upcoming one, Rash Elon, corresponding to Dipion, August and Theta and Echo, and why you have a Cloud Deck fan esports jersey on you.
Echo? You mean the upcoming Corgitopian month of Echo 987 CJE, 5 hours before Elitopian counterpart of Theta EY1024?
Yes. As I said, why you have the Cloud Deck esports fan jersey on.
This is one esports player who's part of Alftronic and Team Cloud Deck. Have the gamer tag of Echo however spelt as 3KH0 who's part of the starter 5 in tomorrow's esports match.
This being EKHO in Kanbor-Ze. Was he born Kanbor-Ze7en or Korhatapian?
No. He was born in Webchester before moving to Alftronic City, Alftronic Republic before July 7, 2012 being 0.20,000 milliseconds on the TSD on Vyaskin 1999 at start of July.
This being prior Saturday, and Trayer Dies 8-6 EY1012, Elite Day 188, and Imalga/Aniada 7th of Chespin/Anian/Kraken on Kb.P 7 being via Trokant 99,616 0s Day Trade 8-7th, 1989 TDE, 1989/188 TDRT, 996 170 MTS, TDCX and via Trokant 99. 672 8 Day Trade Rubian 17th 2729 ATRE, 996 728 MTS, ATRCX 2729-016 ATRRT. This over 1.5 weeks, of Yasekant, or via Trokant, close to 2 hex weeks since the Altronican New Year. This is I Mark Zaniel's note. I was 18 at that time and Corey Zanders was 11 once I graduated from Elite City Public District Secondary High School as Corey attended summer camp. I and the Zaniels was vacationing in Altronic City at that time when I met fellow named Eric Altronitrap. He gets hooked into video games and arcade games at that time. Yes, Mark Zaniels, this is I Corey Zanders first met Eric in 2018, EY1018 once I was vacationing in Altronic City. No wonder he gets involved in esports since late 2010s.
Corey Zanders, I Daniel Zaniels must note that when I check out the schedule online on my laptop when I surf the internet with Mark Zaniels' supervision, this is the third place match regarding ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Suki 2024. EY1024 of Elite City Sentinels in G64 to start 3:12 p.m. today at top of Trexy 8. This is for some reason the video game Tron Laurent is EL13 being a first-person shooter video game, but no instances of blood and gore as it's suited for me but unsuitable for my younger brother Rex Zaniels.
Yes, as it contains violence and which is discomforting to me.
Yes, Rex Zaniels, as I mark note, as the other esports event, in virtual sim racing is suited for all. Welcome back VWGT, Virtual World, and Gaming Today, on Vero. I am Robert James.
I am Mark J. Phelps.
I am Melissa Katzenschen.
We are broadcasting live at Elitotronics Telemedia in Elite City, Elitopia.
I am Chris K. Crypter. Jakur, Chris Kaistar.
And I am Mark E. Crypter, Mark Elitistar, from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center over at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City. We will have the insight on Roblox the game soon, but it's time for the rundown of the news headlines outside of esports, as Chris K. Crypter will deliver what's happening in the news.
This in the RDK 3000 TriStar Today 24-hour newsbeat, then Chronos News Hound as it starts now.
Every hour, on the hour, this is the 24-hour newsbeat.
Here's the latest in the news at 1420 RDK ELC.
Mark Zaniels, why are we at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ? We do not work today, as we have day off due to your niece's birthday, as we must report to work tomorrow. Corey Zanders, Mark Elitistar aka Mark E. Crypter, have a birthday gift for my cousin in behalf of Scott Elitistar. I do note, Mark. Yes, however, my brother Alex Elitistar to give it to your niece, your cousin's son.
Correct. Marky is I Alex to give the present to you only once we head to Elito Plaza Center. This is for you Rex Zaniels and Daniel Zaniels. Your dad has came.
Yes, this is due to the rain. Practice session at Zen Speedway for next month TD Olympics was first delayed then postponed to tomorrow. This gives me opportunity to see my son on your lucky day.
Cousin Smith R. Zaniels, when does the event to start regarding the TD Olympics 2024, EY 1024, TDE 2001, NTS 1000.5 to 1000.6?
August 2024, Theta EY 1024, after the ELG game Jam Esports Mania Suki 2024, EY 1024 and TD Espatronics Grand Finals, and the Xenopolian New Year, and after Memorial Period on the 4th anniversary of Ultimopian earthquake and tsunami and horrific explosion in western Elitopia in late July 2020. Late Theta EY 1020.
On smart devices, also on mobile devices. Now, concerning which networks on television and radio, this is we. I am Mark E. Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar from Studio RDE. We have to briefly take over to prevent code MCHE in a good way, this for a reminder for RDK TV viewers that RDK Countdown watch coverage for HNM Kanbor-Ze7en on KB.P 19 to begin soon between 1436 to 1440 RDK ELC, 2336 to 2340 KBTS. We now return back to the correspondent. Apologies for sudden pause. The Minecraft Herobrine game Chap E Screamer was playing at the Omni speakers at extremely dangerous loud volume level at the stage area at Tripoli on the duodecimal countdown to show start, in which we had to temporary pause and for me to put on ear protectors. In which set off intruder alarm at Elitosphere and also numerous car alarms outside. Elite City Police and Alarm Corp are being notified by the management on what to be a false intruder alarm. Person responsible was asked to leave by ushers. Also mind the female who photobombed behind me, one of my colleagues being the on-field producer to alert the venue ushers to escort her off camera imminently. Anyhow, this is we want to give a list on which networks to be covering the esports match within and outside Republic of Elitopia, including those other than Elito GRESP and Elitotronics Telemedia.
I am Alex T. or Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar over at Elito Digital Arena at Elito Plaza Center. This is we do not want an on-air incident involving the female, as she is behind the VWGT editor who's reporting at Elitosphere. This is RDK TV told Vero TV to do feed switches per preventative move. As I must carry on from him, this as we pick off what he left off. First, outside of Elitopia, within Tronic Diamond Union, multi-platform to be Tronic Diamond Television Service, TD, ESP, formerly TDGR. TDU1, ATR ESP TV and Omni ESP. TDU2, Hewexitex Union, Hex ESP and Hex Topolia, Wexi Gamer TV and Wexistan, TGR in Texada. Cotopac Union, Pacifica, Pac Gamer in English, Pacey Jugo in Spanish. Kaisar Ju in French, English on Separer Audio. Jinx Topolia, Jinx G. Ultimopia, Ultimo Juego in Spanish, English on separate audio. Other, Ion Neo GR in Neo Ionica, CJESP in Corgitopia, Rex ESP in Rex Topolia in English, Rex Juego in Spanish, Xeno ESP in Xenopolia, Tantopia, TNGR. Outside TDU, Webchester, WB Gamer TV, Taxico, Taco Juego Vision in Spanish only. Taco Tele International in English with Spanish on SAP. Kippy Inertian, Kip ESP in Japanese, Kip Gamer in English and Kip Hex 24 Kippy Inertian feed, also on Hewexatex, certain international regional and universal feeds Kanbor-Ze7en, KB deck under KBMK, Canbernet 3 under KBTM, KB7 Gamer TV under KBSTN. Other areas in Canberra World Zone please check local listings. Outside of KBE 224. KBE 227 Star versus the Forces of Evil in Canberra version Muni World, Muni ESP, Kiplian Gamer, Ilito Munich Gamer ESP. Splix World KBE 471 Ben 10 and KBV, Splix Gamer. Within RDK 3000 TriStar Network, RDK 3000 TriStar Radio Service 2, multi-viewer separate audio of RDK 3000 TriStar Television Service, and on RDK GR ESP. Trexland and Trex City, Trex GR Vision, Trex Vision 4, Breeze TV 5, Breeze Radio 100/55. Within Elitopia, other networks, Rexa TV, Shark TV, and on certain docks, ELBC, and EBC regional channels, and within Elitotronics Telemedia, Triangle Television, Divasign Net, Elito Sports 360, Ion TV Elito, Hardcore TV, all ElitoNet networks, Quad PRI and Elitish with English captions. Elito Pi and English Elitish bilingual, X24, Extreme TV, Elito Access TV with ASL and descriptive video. This alongside Elito GR ESP and Elito GR ESP Radio 100.7 on the radio. Ahem, also on Vero Television, this is We Have to Say Goodbye, as the show needed to end as per request by Elito GR ESP as the hosts are being reassigned to cover the match. For Jinx TV viewers, Jinx 24 Silencast is next, as for RDK viewers. My colleagues Mark D and Chris K to take over the coverage for RDK TSRT including RDK Countdown Watch for Happy New Month Kanbor-Ze7en and KB.P 19. It's 23:29 KBTS 31st Anion KB.P 19 with 31 minutes on the clock based on the time at Elito Digital Arena Esports Arena also via RDK 3000 TriStar Master Clock. I am Alex T. or Creepr, Elito 2000 from RDK 3000 TriStar, as the show to return tomorrow. Secondary distribution by KBMK, Neo Ionic Trony Media and Trex Media. VWGT is a production of Vero. CR, 2024, EY1024, TX.Y24 all rights reserved. Under by Patter ZDZ Trinity, a subdivision of Elitotronics Telemedia, produced in association with ELTXTM. International distribution in partnership by Elitotech and TrexSign. Distributed by RDK 3000 TriStar Telestudio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar. CR, 2024, EY1024, TX.Y24 all rights reserved.
I am Mark E. Creepr from Studio RDE doing continuity. RDK TSRT Blitz air after commercial break. RDK Countdown Watch coverage start no later than 1440 RDK ELC.
I am Chris K. Creepr from Studio RDE. Reason for VWGT episode to be cut short on the news banner and slides. We at RDK 3000 TriStar also do apologize for the inconvenience. Producer Derek V. Creepr may have additional words.
I am Derek V. Creepr, Division, Derek Venstar, producer from RDK 3000 TriStar Television Service at set of Studio RDE. I to verbally tell you update subject at Elito Sphere while I type up things for the RDK news banner. Update to incident at Elito Sphere. The topless female is under arrest by Elite City Police as she to be charged for indecency exposure in public. Female is a 30-year-old woman, residing from Elite City's southern side. Indecency exposure incident occurred off-air during VWGT after handoff to Elito 2000. Alex T.R. Creepr from EDA, at 1427 RDK ELC and 50. Within triple decks on the duodecimal countdown being AAA or XXX being 1570 seconds or 26 minutes 10 seconds toward 1454 RDK ELC and 0 for the esports introduction show of the esports match of ESN and G64 in third place. The XXX refers to NSFW adult-orientated content mainly in form of nudity and porn in which this when the female went topless exposing her bare breasts before she was caught by security then handed over to police.
I am Mark E. Creepr from Studio RDE. This just into RDK 3000 TriStar. The esports match of Elite City Sentinels and G64 esports is still scheduled at 1512 RDK ELC, but we have since learned the esports match is to be moved to Elito Digital Arena at Elito Plaza Center due to malfunction to the Omni speakers during Code MCHE incident as the speakers need to be replaced and glass shattered. To repeat, esports matches to be moved to Alito Digital Arena at Alito Plaza Center due to malfunction to the Omni speakers during Kanbor-Ze7en incident as the speakers need to be replaced and glass shattered. Person responsible is now permanently banned from Alito Sphere and also at Alito Plaza Center, as the person is also perma-banned from all RDK 3000 TriStar S-Libment for life, including at the main HQ. We have more on this during RDK TSRT Blitz coming up next. This is for you, Mark Z. Creepr. Mark Zaniels, go halt DVR record of VWGT immediately. The show has been ended due to subject involving offensive and obscene remark on news banner in which is violation of Mark E. Creepr. DVR is already in use for other purpose regarding HNM Kanbor-Ze7en event on RDK TV, then soccer regarding Altronic and soccer on Alito Sports 4. Okay, however, please be advised, the esports match has been moved from Alito Sphere to EDA due to speaker damage due to Kanbor-Ze7en, you know, the e-screamer regarding the Triple L mishap. Yes, subject playing at dangerous loud volume, maybe over 200 to 300 decibels plus, in which blows out the speaker. This at the staging area, and held at same time at 15:12. Yes, Raptor.
3:12 p.m., Uncle Mark Zaniels, which teams, and is the Alftronican soccer match to be held at same time?
Yes, to be Elite City Sentinels and G64 Esports in third place as for the soccer. Altronic City Blitzers take on against Spinel City Gems at venue in Altronic City.
Tron Dome?
Yes. However, we must head away from the set this because RDK 3000 TriStar today to be airing soon on TV, as we must head to the elevator to ground floor and head to Alito Plaza Center.
Daniel, what with the event for today, or at least this hour?
Rex, this being the event done monthly in the afternoon, this to be the new month countdown sequence, for August 2024. However, for those 5 hours east of Universal Time, as it's after 11:40 p.m. over there, this focused on Kanbor-Ze City time. In Kanbor-Ze Federation Republic for the kickoff of the new month over there.
20 to 12 at night? The fellows must be getting ready for bed or sleeping over there. However, I do note the clock board on the top shows as the 24-hour format, 2340 toward 2341. And what is the term KBT beside?
That is called Kanbor-Ze time, being 5 hours east of Universal Time, as you must note a small case letter S as it's called as KBTS, meaning Kanbor Standard Time. This is, you must also note the month name and weekday, as it's named after the fictional characters.
Yes, Daniel Zaniels, as I Mark Zaniels note, the outgoing month is Aenean corresponding to July, or the Elitopian month of Ada based on fictional character and from Amphibia, and the incoming one to be Dipion named after Dipper Pines from Gravity Falls, corresponding to August and Theta. The current year, Kanbor year KB.P 19 corresponds to the year 2024 and Elite year EY 1024, and the upcoming one, KB.P 20 being the new Kanbor decade corresponding to 2025 and EY 1025.
2025, EY 1025. This in the next 5 months. Anyhow, Rex, the month names as those on the Kanbor-Ze calendar, whereas it correspond to the civil and Alito months as I show it on my writing notepad. Also what is written in Elitish being second in native language of Republic of Elitopia being native in Latin form. Also in Kanberlish native.
I must note, also Latin form of Kanberlish, as Kanya, for October or Kappa, spelt as Konnion, whereas in English is Connion.
Yes, as Kanberlish have no C, it gets replaced with either letter S or K. This is I show you the letters of the Kanbor-Ze alphabet as with the numbers alongside with Latinized / English and Elitish counterpart, also the Kanbor numerals alongside Western Arabic and Elito numeral. Take note of 12 digits in the Kanbor numeral, as the duodecimal system is more common alongside base 10 is DEC, and 11 is L, with letters X and E. However, in Alito and Tronic Diamond is A and B. However, the Kanberlish letter G must not be confused with the Elitish digit of Ali or Eltec, meaning Tronic or Elftronic, when using as the word or referring to the Tronic Diamond measurement system. As Eltec Dio meaning Tronic Diamond is Diao means diamond, otherwise in general use for the gemstone is Daoi. One use in example is the symbol used for the Niatrocant and the Tronic Diamond year in Elitish, on the 10 Elio note alongside Elite year in Civil year. However, by rule, also must be in English. This is you should note this clock on the right. This shows the KBTS in analog in the subdial as the main view shows the time in Kanbor-Z in duodecimal time, although there's the one on the clockboard in digital format. This is the day equals to 10 kalichis being 10 choice, 2 hours 24 minutes, as each of the kalichi equal to 60 dozenals, as 12 of these equal to 2 choice or 28 minutes 48 seconds, as each dozenal of 2 minutes 24 seconds or 4 decimits equal to 1 binal being a second, as 12 of these is a dozen binal.
Yes, and a day equals a dia, as 6 dias equal to 1 semana aka hex week, 24 dias equal a mesa, 4 semanas, as 72 semanas or 6 dozis in duodecimal, and 18 mesas, doza 6 is a doziano, Kanbor-Spinelian duodecimal year being 432 or 3 groves dias or days, just shy of 14 months 1 week. About 1.13 solar years. Creator of system is Zalen Relixina, who's a Kanbor-Spinelian gemstonian residing in Kanbor-Z City, who works at Cloak-Up-Tech. You should note the Doziano hand and Mesa hand, toward 10th day of 8th Mesa this in the next 13 days to be the half year of KB.SDY 129. Yes, Mark Zaniels, this being 177 in base 10 to occur midnight KBTS and top of Kalaki 0 on 1st of 10th Mesa on Stardia, and Finita 16th Dipi on KB.P 19 being 3 o'clock p.m., 1500 hours Elite City, 79.1 E, 1900 T, Thursday August 15th, 2024 and Trayer Dies Iota 14th EY 1024. This is Eli and Jared Raystar. I'm excited. Anyhow, it's close to quarter to midnight KBTS and 2:45 p.m. Elite City as we to start the 15-minute sequence kickoff for Dipion month. In 1, 2, 3, action. 15 minutes, or 25 deci units. Corey Zanders must note, the subject on the middle and right TV in the center, showing the skycam of Kanbor-Z City from the KBMK headquarters focusing on the venue, and RDK gone, and on right shows live skycams of Elite City in which it's still raining, and on in which we have an MSE update. Rainfall warning level 1 is downgraded to rainfall advisory, to end 60 minutes sooner at 3 o'clock p.m. as the front is moving much quicker than predicted, the rain to stop by start of Dipion month. This in a choice time. Any the TV closest to here show the filler clip showing person in flood waters during a rainstorm, then switch to the feed from EXS group mastered by Brian Smith regarding clip regarding the bomb countdown 3 dozenal. 5000 Trocant version being 7 minutes 12 seconds from RDK 3000 TriStar with edit from R8664 Studios and RDK Trex from Trex City, Trex Land to remove one annoyance in which alarms Trexer in which he is visiting Elite City today but to depart by this evening. Yes, Farah is that consist of the Minecraft game chap Herobrine Screamer in which I do not want that in the video when showing to the public. I even had to place a Trexer warning during editing for the other subject.
This is Mission Treks Alito Plaza Center Street. For those in Alito NYC Central, take note, the content on the television on the left, on at 2:23 on the countdown, double 11s show the Minecraft prototype game chapter screen. It's edited out then at 2:10 on the countdown, being double deck showcasing the comic speed with the subject as offensive. Although the subject is censored on the thing, some elements may be suggestive or sensitive to those with a younger audience. Those under 13 years of age may consider reading the Alito NYC Central at once, and those 13 to 18 must be accompanied by an adult at this time. Repeat, those under 13 years of age may consider reading the Alito NYC Central at once, and those 13 to 18 must be accompanied by an adult.
This is Alito Plaza Security Officer David Scrotromsit from Alito Plaza Center Security Force. Any females whose topless at double decks, double X, double A on the duodecimal countdown at 2 minutes 10 seconds on the countdown to HNF Kanbor-Ze at 14:57 Elite City in 50 seconds, exposing bare breasts is subject to immediate and permanent ban without appeal. Those who have undergarments aka bras or pasties on covering the private parts is subject to temporary ban for 3 days ending on Saturday, August 3rd, 2024 and trade guys Theta 2nd. Elite Year EY 1024 and KBIP passes revoked or suspended for 7 days minimum, maximum 60 days, depending on record, and a strike. 3 strikes result in permaban.
Happy New Month, Cambodian Vipion Kanbor Year KB.P 19.
Uncle Mark Zaniels, what is this sequence for? We are into Dippy and Kb.P 19 for like 11 minutes so far, but they are doing this again but with different countdown music as primary.
They are doing this the Tronic way. This is the fellows in Altronic City at Trony Plaza Center. At the Tronic NYE Central are doing the same procedure as the closest to midnight Kanbor-Ze City within 15 dozima, 25 cron, 36-minute time block based on universal time being 800 kilotrokins. Or 8 o'clock sign, being 1912 UTC being 1512, 3:12 PM Elite City and 012, 12:12 AM KBTS.
This to occur in the next minute at the esports match kickoff of the third place of Elite City Sentinels and G64 Esports. What does G64 stand for?
It means Jinx 64, based on the popular gaming console from Rocktech.
I do note, they to compete in Best of 5 in Tron Laurent, as it's about to start. This as it's approaching .803.12 as you Mark Zaniels gave me the new watches in the past hour. Toward the final seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Month Kanbor game. Dippy on Kb.P 19. Tronic style. Mark Zaniels. I know you are hyped on it. However, cool your jets. No need to celebrate to the max. Alright, Corey Zanders. This is we to head to Chicken Hut very soon. I am Mark Starblox over at Trex Vision 4 News Central Studio T4 at Trex Media Headquarters in Trex City, Trexland. We want to bring affiliate coverage fast from the folks at Star showcasing the ball drop to August hosted at VTSQ in New Blocks, Robloxia as we are into final minute to kickoff of August. This is the August Trex kickoff feature the hype of the Roblox the games. This to kick off at 1 o'clock p.m. Trex City, as it to be 5 battlers to compete bring home the glory. This after 9 hours after Kanbor-Ze7en's Usher and Dippy on KB.P 19 with the copycat of this, but over at RDK Can. Then at 3 o'clock the forthcoming afternoon to be Kanbor-Ze7 and counterpart of Echo 987 CJE and 8 o'clock next evening, Trixie0 to be Alito and TD counterpart of Theta EY1024 and TDE 2001. Not to mention the 2 esports matches, 2 of the team's Trex City Trixies are actively following. As we are in the final seconds as we close out the month of July 2024 as clock approaches midnight 12 o'clock a.m. 0000 hours Trex City as we kick off August 2024 into the August Trex. This is the esports matches to occur over the course of the day. The ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Suki 2024, EY1024, TX.Y24 Grand Finals X Gaming vs Alito College DG Wizards at 3:12 p.m. and the Tronic Diamond Esports Association Tronix Neotrocant 1000.5, TDE 2001, 2024. TX.Y24 Grand Finals of Cloud Deck and Optic Texas to occur at 10:24 a.m. Matches to be held at DGtron in Altronic City, Altronic Republic, and at Alito Digital Arena via Alito Plaza Center down south in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia, in which we have a Trex 4 News correspondent live on location as his reporting is next. This is we welcome to Trex 4 News midnight on Wednesday, August 1st, 2024 and Corded a Saint Aazai Nerf Day, Bravo Quad Trex 4th, TX.Y24, Priot is Ada 31st, EY1024 and Darwinota 1st of Dippy on KB.P 19. I am Mark Starblox over at Trex Vision 4 News Central Studio T4 at Trex Media Headquarters in Trex City, Trexland. We want to give a warm welcome to Breeze Radio 100/55 and Trex Radio 100/65 listeners. The headlines at 12:01. Happy August Trex. The fellows at VTSQ has concluded the monthly ball drop to kick off August 2024 as we showcased flash coverage. Robert X Creepr, where you be heading to in such a rush? Rekikin. I had to go on my motorcycle to head to Kanbor-Ze7en HQ immediately. It's an emergency. Report of tornado, fire, and police alarms at K7 and tornado sirens across Kanbor-Ze City, but no severe weather is forecast. This for over celebration of Happy New Month August 2024 in RDK time. This is I also plan visit this evening on reminder. Go sound the roll call alarm on the subject immediately. Okay.
This is the esports match gamer battle in Tronic Diamond Tronix 2024, CJE 987, NTS 1000.5, TDE 2001, EY1024, and 1003XE, finals of Cloud Deck and Optic Texas to be in pause during the event and the Elitopian esports match of ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Suki 2024, CJE 987. EY1024 of X Gaming and Alito College to occur 12 minutes later than usual to avoid conflicts with the subject. This to allow CJESP to participate, as the nearby new Smurfity and esports match in Valorant Smurf Gamer Battle to end just in time for the HNM Corgitopian. This is it to start prior to 11:57 p.m. Silver City being 2:57 p.m. Elite City and 9:80 KTS. However, we might do a 1.5 dozenal, 2,500 Trocant countdown to start at 11:56 p.m. Silver City and 2:56 p.m. Elite City and 24 seconds, also 789 166 Trocants. This is in one instance in Kanbor-Ze7 and the fellows at Kb.P Tech was mastering, however, for the Corgitopian one, to be mastered by CJ Media, home of CJ News 24. With Trocant timekeeping in compliance to TDU standards along with minutes and seconds, also dozenals and seconds in duodecimal in Kanbor-Spinelian and Corgitopian Spinelian style countdown. This is arrival of Echo of 987 CJE to occur 24 hours after the Kanbor-Ze7en counterpart of Dippy and Kb.P 19 and 5 hours toward Alito and Tronic Diamond counterpart of Theta EY 1024 and 2001 TDE to occur in over 2 hours at midnight, 12 o'clock AM Silver City, also in New Smurfatia and KBTS being 3 o'clock PM Elite City, 79.1 EMT, 1900 TRX, and 791 Kiatricants, 755 SGT, 747 in duodecimal. That is all. I am Tracy Smith for CJ News 24, and we hand off back to Mark in Elite City.
That was Tracy Smith over at CJ News 24 over at Silver City, Corgitopia. That is going to be all for the show. A reminder that you can get the latest news 24/7, Mil 10, Deck 6, Osidek.co, online, also on the mobile app and on the radio on Alito News Radio, also on smart devices. Also on Alito News Blitz being sub-channel of this channel and on the streaming service Alito Newsnet. I am Mark Francois, signing off. Coming up next on Alito News 24 Deck Mil is Afternoon Live with Alex James. You are watching the source for 24-hour, Deck Kalaki, Million Trocant, around-the-clock news where the news never sleep, Alito News 24 Deck Mil. However, for RDK 3000 TriStar TV viewers in Simulcast, RDK 3000 TriStar today is next with Mark E. Creepr and Chris K. Creepr. As BWGT Simulcast returns tomorrow and BWG2 and Simulcast is preempted for tonight. Goodbye.
Tried about boyfriend language as very annoying to everyone. How will we want to Friday night function making it understand language for everyone watching? Well, no more difficulties. We introduced the boyfriend's translation headphone, the new revolutionary headphone have translate program via Bluetooth system. Just wearing the headphone and open the button, it making understand of boyfriend.
This is you go power it on and load the stream as I tune this TV to another source. Whoops. Wrong source as that goes to the video cassette DVD combo recorder as it's currently off. This on HDMI 3, as it should revert to default source being left on KBNDT channel 10.
Kanbor-Ze7en, this on Pearl TV 10. Before I tuned it to Kanbor-Net 1 for DVD record operation yesterday night for Happy New Month Kanbor-Ze7en. Kanbor-Stomp, which stream did you load? Hope it's not the esports match in New Smurfatia regarding Valorant Smurf Battle 2024.
It's not tuned to the one, as it's tuned to the other subject as I to change the TV source to the Omni Media box.
Yes, this as I should have tuned it to HDMI 2. Wait a minute. That is not the stream concerning that stream originating from Elstronic City regarding Cloud Deck and Optic Tick system. This must be RDK 3000 TriStar television service, main feed via streaming, as the Kanbor-Ze7en feed is on channel 20 on Kanbor cable.
You should note the match Cloud Deck and Optic System Intronic Diamond Spring Summer Esports Finals is also on Kanbor-Net 3, and KB7 Gamer TV on KBNDT and Kanbor Cable also on Channel 27 on Kanbor Cable only being KBESPX under KBMK affiliations. This is It's on the DVR.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Chris K. Creepr.
And I am Mark E. Creepr, broadcasting live and direct from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center over at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Ilitopia.
We are powered up always on all RDK networks, television, radio, streaming and more. The latest at this hour.
No wonder among the lead on KB News 24 deck also RDKTSRT, however it also got mentioned on Kanbor-Ze7en News earlier in the evening.
This to be joined by the ELG Suki 2024, EY1024, Finals, XGM and ECO, at 1512 RDK ELC, 80.0 EMT, 1920 TRX.
This is 12 minutes prior to be the HNM Kanbor-Ze7en of Echo 987 CJE, at 1500 ELC, midnight SVC, with the tele countdown trials to be conducted.
What? This equals to midnight and 012 KBTS.
This is I convert time from Elite City time to Kanbor-Ze City time, to occur at 012 KBTS regarding the El Topolian match of X Gaming and Elto College DigiWizards.
They should taken best of 7 in Tron Laurent, however no wonder the other event at midnight being Happy New Month but non-Kanbor-Ze7en.
Yes, as I Kanbor Gumball must add, occurring outside Kanbor World Zone, in Korhotopia 24 hours after Kanbor-Ze counterpart.
KB7 Gamer Convention Expo kicks off tonight at Kanbor Convention Center in Kanbor-Ze City with featured matches and notables to be spotlight in initial half of Dipion, Beta, Bravo Quatrex or August.
This as the watch party is ongoing on day 1 concerning the Tronic Diamond match. Anyhow Kin 2000, Robert X Creepr from RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-Ze just talked to Kanbor-Ze Kapion. His advice as follows: do not, repeat, do not go wild on the HNMKJP at midnight as it's not a Kanbor-Ze related NYE event. This means no alarms, no sirens, no music, although hosting a private watch party of subject at 012 KBTS of esports is ideal. Also beware of subject airing on RDK TV and KB News 24 deck airing after 23:55 KBTS in which you should have tuned to esports match Kanbor-Net 3, KB Gamer 7 TV and KBESPX at said time, on Barrow and not VWGT. This because today's episode of VWGT, Virtual World, and Gaming Today has since been cut short due to on-air incident in which is violation in which got auto-censored as they take it seriously. This due to nudity and new policy as this was blamed on topless female who appeared during live report on esports match update of Cloud Deck and Optic Texada prior to countdown to the event.
This is the VWGT coverage of the Roblox The Games event has been cancelled as a result, however we will provide a report through RDK Newsline on the subject later on in the show. This is RDK 3000 TriStar today's Silimcast on Barrow to end during break around 1400 to 1430 RDK ELC to devote Alito G Resp Silimcast of Game Day live today of ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Suki 2024, EY1024, TX.Y24 Grand Finals of X Gaming and Alito College DigiWizards.
Anyhow, you should note the event at midnight hour as I said is not a Kanbor-Ze related event on two fronts, one of it occurring 12 minutes later as I to explain soon as it's unrelated to the subject, this is the other event. It to occur 24 hours or dek kolikais after the Happy New Month Kanbor-Ze of Dipion, or Rash Elon Kb.P 19 corresponding to August occurring after Krokanon in Kanbor calendar alternate. Onion in Main in which correspond to July 2024 this after the clock ident revert to standard on Kanbor-Net 4 after the clock ident theme being cartoon using that clock until 7th Onion as changing to the Despicable Me 4 theme prior to revert hours ago. This to be the Happy New Month Korhotopia of Echo 987 KJE, this on the leap month solar regional calendar as the new year usually occur around the spring equinox as the calendar consist of 12 or 13 months of 30 days as it also to be the second trimester. Month names are those on the phonetic alphabet, this as the third month is named Charlie however in Kanberlish, assigned character as KS, as there is no C in Kanberlish as it must be either K or S, in which the special month code to be KS.
This explains when I use Virtual Machine ZOS 18 and TDOS 10, I have to use the shortcut KSS pickly when doing copy command, when doing keyboard command on my laptop, on KBSK019.
Yes, Kanbor-Ze7en as I always do it on my laptop and on the RDK 3000 TriStar computer at RDK gone in Kanbor-Ze City.
Yes, Robert X Cryptor from Kanbor-Ze City. This is I Sarah J Decryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Corjotopium Unit Division in a video call with Tronix. Stefan A.T. Cryptor from RDK Alftronic in Alftronic City. He told me that to tell you, there is a third H&M event to occur in the early morning at 0500 KBTS and Silver City, being midnight UTC, or UTK and Kanborlish being 2000 RDK and Elite City Time, Choi and Desinute 0 and 0 KTS as Stefan will explain more.
This equals talk how 0 min-oct 0 in Splix octal time.
You mean, Tronic Diamond octal time? This is it to occur at 0 Chiatricans, this is it to be happy new month of Tronic Diamond of Theta month of Tronic Diamond year 2001, in conjunction to Elitopian, or Eltopolis counterpart of Theta of Elite year of EY 1024, although it's also not a Kanbor-Ze related event. As the celebrations are also not expected in Elite City with exception of Elito Plaza Center at one area, and also Alftronic City and Omnistar also TDU1 although the tele-countdown sequence is planned.
Correct, Stefan A.T. Cryptor, from Altronic City. I am Mark Z. Cryptor, Mark Zaniels, Raptor at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia aka Altopolis for UCAN 2000. This is the subject to occur 2000 hours RDK ELC or ELS, 00.0 EMT 0000 TRX on Thursday, August 1st, 2024 and by ADAS Theta 1st. EY 1024 Elite Day 214, via Trocant 100,000, and 57 9s Day Beta E Theta 1, TDE 2001, 0500 KBTS and Silver City, Finita 2nd DIP on KB.P 19, Friday, August 2nd, 2024, and Prida Echo 1st, 987 CJE or KJE, 205 KBDT and CJXT or KJXT. Spinelia Elth or 11th of Candy Saw KB.SDY 129 or 177. 1,579 Myatrocants TDCX or TDKH, 2001/214 TDRT. This occurring in less than 7 hours, this is UCAN 2000 must set your alarms for DJ duties, and SugarBee, input that on your phone, and Tronix, set your reminders on that at 0 KTS. This is for you Kanbor-Lazuli and Splix gone and Kanbor unions, expect some music at RDK gone being some rock. Also electronic and dance once clock strikes midnight and also at 0500, so turn on the radio around said time at Kanbor-Suki hits 100.
Will there be fireworks?
There won't be any, sadly however as I said, to be music with certain light shows this means sound on at end of the countdown.
Music. Which ones?
Starting with dance, electronic and rock then other variety. I Corey Z Cryptor, Farah aka Firestorm, Corey Zanders must add, this is once clock strikes 3 bells into ELC or ELS, 12 bells at night into KBTS and SVC or SVS, first music to be playing being my Corjotopian friends Scott and Andrew Smith's favorite song, from the fellows at AC/DC. Hell's Bells then TNT and other rock music for first 12 minutes with partnership with radio station in Trex City, Rock 96. This to be playing by Trexer from Trex City, Trex Land with Rick Blows Word from Rock 96, then hand off to Kin 2000 from Kanbor-Ze City after 12 minutes. Yes, Corey then at 1512, at Choi 80, 800 KTS and 012 KBTS and SVC. With some gamer music due to the esports match for Map 1 of Tron Laurent for ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Suki 2024, EY 1024, TX.Y24, NTS 1000.5, 2000, and 1 TDE, CJE 987, KB.P 19. KB.SDY 129 or 177 Grand Finals of X Gaming and Elito College DG Wizards then final hour being some variety music.
This starting at 3 o'clock p.m. and 8 o'clock p.m. Mark and Corey?
Yes, Hydrox, as that is to be aired on RDKTSR radio service 2 on the radio, so make sure the radio is tuned at 95.10 MHz on the FM band at 3 o'clock p.m., 1500 hours this afternoon and 8 o'clock p.m., 2000 hours this evening.
3 o'clock this afternoon, and 8 o'clock in the evening? What is the current time?
This being 12 past 1 in the afternoon. 1:12 p.m., 13:12. A couple moments towards quarter past.
This is IEV, Mark X Cryptor, Mark Zarkshaw must note, for you Hydrox, you to drive back to the squad room, this is its nearing time for arts and crafts.
I must note I have to head out of the pool and to head to my car. Now, I must head to Trex.by to get the new TV for Trexer. However, may get it in late afternoon as I to demo it, as I also have interest, but I already have a TV. I must note the TV. However, the television is kinda too large for his house, as he needs one for the room adjacent to the kitchen, as that is not the living room, and to be smaller than the living room TV as I to demo it. I must note Trexer's car is not at the RDK Trex Tower. This is I to call his house phone.
You have reached the Xylo Stars. I am Chris C. We are unavailable at this time. Leave your.
It goes to the answering machine. Gonna call his cell.
You have reached Trexer's cell. Trexer, Rex Z Cryptor, is unavailable at this time. For urgent or emergency matters, press 1. To reroute to RDK Trex Tower, press 2. For inquiries for R8664 Studios Trex, press 3. For RDK Trex, press 4. To reroute to Trexer's house, press 5. To contact his colleagues, press 6. For inquiries for RDK 3000 TriStar, contact the RDK 3000 TriStar main headquarters in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia.
It goes
7.
toward voicemail with
Otherwise
prompt as
leave
I to
name,
press 6.
number. To contact Chris X Z Cryptor, Claw, press 1. To contact Daniel Z Cryptor, Dance, press 2. To contact Zen Z Cryptor from RDK main Elite City, press 3. To contact Bro Steve Xylostar, press 4.
Pressing 4.
To call his cell, press 1.
Pressing 1.
Stay on the line, rerouting to Steve's cell.
Hello, Steve Xylostar. Hello, Steve Xylostar. You must be Mark Aerostar from Trex City, Trexland? Yes, where is Trexer? He to spectate esports match with the Trex friends, Trexies, and Slackers, also the Xylostars including me, at 3:12 this afternoon. Where? Digi-Trex within Trex City? No, at the EDA over at. I have no idea what is EDA, what is the acronym for. Alito Digital Arena. Agad, that's in Alito Plaza Center, formerly as Digi Square Elitazon, in Elite City, Elitopia. You spending the day there, also the other event non-esports at 8 o'clock p.m. August 1st, 2024 of HNM Alito Theta EY 1024? Yes. I did not know Trex 4 News Special Edition has ended, in which would have aired VWGT ending at this time. What happened to it? Show gets cut short, however Silimcast via RDK TV was paused around 1:24, as Trex Vision 4 aired Scooby-Doo then Trex 4 News Special. I would need to get the TV for Trexer another day, as I do note the esports match coverage on the TV on Trex Vision 4. In the pre-match show, X Gaming and Alito College, in which most of the Trex crew are rooting for X Gaming, right? Yes. You should also note countdown timer top right on TXV4. I am already aware of subject at 3 as. My friend Scott Smith from Silver City, Kohotopia told me of that this morning Trex City time. This is Trexer texted me. The subject to be held at Alito NYE Central, but not at the one at Trex Entertainment Plaza in Trex City. I have to go, as I wish you good luck spectating the match. By the way, Cloud Deck and Optic existent. Who's letting? Cloud Deck, leading 2-1. Leading in map 4 by slim margin after halftime. Okay, see y'all later. Goodbye Steve. Goodbye Mark. Trexer also told me, via messaging, to get the TV this weekend, as he's in ELC to spectate the match at 3:12. Also the other subject at 3. Thank God the radio stations Breeze Radio and Trex Radio will not have coverage of esports, as Claw texted me, due to twisty Thursdays on mentioned stations. This means viewer call-ins, as I to call the radio station to request song at 2:55 regarding subject at 3. Also another song request on subject at 3:12. Okay. It's on cue for 3 o'clock and 3:12 as I to get my new headphones as I tune my pocket radio to Breeze Radio 100/55. This one's I must get, as I wanted this one. Now I to head to my car. What the? Some object was placed on my car. I do note some written message, for me. This to be the calendar. This for August 2024. Make that a 18-month calendar for 2025 with latter 6 months of 2024 of July to December. I must note today is the 1st. This is the HNM Alito on 2nd, what? Kanbor-Ze7en Spinelian Duodecimo half year on 16th, being 3 p.m. on 15th, and EMS 90 MLE on 22nd, in which Elitopia and Elite City down south to be celebrating but unsure for Trex City, however not for rest of Trexland. Also for the subject on Tronic Diamond New Duo Geotricont on 23 Road. I do note Trexer week from 28th to September 2nd, being Bravo Quatrex 31st to 36th, then new Trex Mester of Char Trex Mester on September 3rd. My car does not need charging at this time as I have plenty of charge, also plenty of fuel. This is my car is a PHEV, however twin turbocharged 2.0-liter i3 engine and powerful electric motors. 7-speed dual clutch and 4-wheel drive, as I must note the time as I to head south. Most I know are in Elite City, Elitopia, but I am not heading there, as I to turn right to Breeze Street towards Stephen Neostar's house on Elmo Street, but to head to one beside. This is the Trex tuners aren't heading to Elite City, as they are at the area near Trex GR corner on Elmo Street. No wonder the street gets named after a Sesame Street character. This is I have to park my car at Trex GR corner. This is I to head to the tuning shop beside Trex Casa Tuning to see Samarel and the fellows. Damn, tonight's car show postponed today after Kanbor-Ze7en half-year celebrations as per Trex City time. Due to rain yesterday, also watch party of the Auto Olympics event next week. Samarel, is there a reason for the postponement?
Yes, the area our ally is hosting is flooded. Regarding subject 160 kilometers northeast of Trex City. As the area was under a black rainfall warning, however a special weather statement for Trex City yesterday, however area nearby had severe weather as a severe thunderstorm warning was issued for Gyrotopolis, Trexland, then tornado warning in which ended up PTS, then tornado emergency. Then extreme tornado emergency as Gyrotopolis was wrecked by the tornado, as the area was under a severe thunderstorm watch in which was upgraded to tornado watch in which became a PTS1. Also black rainfall warning for Gyrotopolis and Euro Falls as Euro Falls was under a tornado watch but no tornado or severe thunderstorm warnings where we would have host car show tonight. The one on 16th to be held in Trex City. Also note the Rally Extreme crossover.
This is I do note the vehicle.
Yes, this is I drive this crossover. I am your cousin, Richard Aero Trex. This is I also not heading to Elite City, Elitopia, but to head to Trex Speedway here in Trex City, Trexland, to the city's north end. We to do a friendly race at 3:12 p.m. at top of Trixie 8. You joining in? If so, do meet by 2:45 p.m.
Yes, this is I to meet you there.
Now, I Robert X Creepr have since arrived to Altronic City as the Hyperloop pod arrival was 15 minutes early. or 10 krones, 6 dozenals, this in which I had to report at RDK ATR after going through customs and vehicle inspection in which result in automatique pass being a PHEV gas electric. I had to convert most of my Kanbor coin cash to SQL. Now I see Raymond Z. Crypter next to Stefan AT Crypter. Raymond, why do you work at RDK Altronic and is this permanent?
Yes to both questions. This is RDK 3000 TriStar Webchester Unit Division was abolished since weeks and the headquarters in which was vacated in Webchesterfield, Webchester collapsed during intense thunderstorm. This is some sudden tornado in which battered the building but missed the clock tower as after 2 minutes, the lightning struck the building causing it to go on fire and which led to Kb.P. The Tronic Diamond Union has lifted the travel advisory for Webchester as whole since early in the day at 500 Kyatrokants, 1200 Z, 5 o'clock SGT.
This being 1700 hours KBTS, this is Kanbor-Ze7en Federation Republic downgraded the travel advisory for Webchester to exercise high 10th degree of caution due to elevated levels of crime toward Kanbor World Zone tourists targeting mainly Gemstonias, this in the past week.
I Stefan AT Crypter do note, McCorn Entertainment Complex has since reopened, as with FNB Arena, sadly the soccer, or Association Football 2024, or 2001 TDE Webchesterfield Premier League is cancelled. This in Webchester is disqualified from the TD Auto Olympics due to speedways still unsafe after wicked storms. It won't be until Niatrocant 1001.0 or IOTA 2002 TDE and EY 1025, September 2025, for the speedway to reopen, in latter half of the month toward October or Kappa.
This being Dipion to Kanai and KB.P 20. Did the tornado struck the speedway close to Webchester?
Yes, along with a derecho and flooding rains. Winds were gusting to 550 km per trocant or 195 km per hour in the storm once storms rolled through in 3 to 4 Viatrocants, 5 to 6 weeks.
I am Rex X Crypter. Rikikan. Rex K Zarkers, from RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-Ze Unit Division in Kanbor-Ze City, Gon City, Kanbor Metro, Kanbor Federation Republic. Yes, this as the wind gust was also recorded in extreme southeast Gainlandian, in Norsedioshina province due to Typhoon Kraken. Anyhow reminder on HNM Korhatapian at midnight KBTS and 791 KTS, 1900 Z then esports match in Ilitopian aka Eltapolis a dozen minutes after, also match score is tied 2-2 in TDS Patronix Grand Finals, toward HNM Korhatapian intermission. I am Mark X Crypter, Evie, Mark E. Zarkshaw from RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Ilitopia. Wrong. The play by Optic Texaston to tie up match score is illegal. Match point is taken off Optic Texaston and goes toward Cloud Deck as Cloud Deck leads 3-1, as the review gets in progress due to the HNM break. This could decide the entire match, either OTS to be disqualified resulting in Cloud Deck being champions or it's off to Game 5 after intermission. What? Is there any cheats or illegal mods that get used to have an unfair advantage to defeat Cloud Deck? They are investigating into it as they are checking the gaming computers of OTS side and the hardware as the gamers was told to leave it connected, for any illegal macros and cheats and any hardware that isn't supposed to be brought along. I must note that the subject I am listening to, anyhow some friend told me via messaging moments ago, the play from OTS gone foul once map 4 ends, however for some reason, RDK TV also jinxed 24. Ilito News 24 Deck Mill and the Mill Trocant news channels from TDU1 joins with many Korhatapian television channels on the Tele Countdown, even Kanbor-Ze Deck Kalaki News Channel, KB News 24 Deck. This for HNM CJP Echo 987 CJE. Anyhow my friend was born from Altronic City as with I as he moved to Silver City, Korhatapian in recent months as I moved to Elite City, Federal District, Ilitopia since Neotrocant 1000.4, earlier in 2024, TDE 2001, EY 1024. I have since got my car, 2025 Flex Trixie. This is my other car, 2024 TRD. A Scouter is shared with my sister Tiffany, however she owns the car. It's the start of Echo 987 CJE's Clock Strikes Midnight Silver City, also KBTS, 1500 hours RDK ELC. This is the tele-countdown has concluded for the HNM Korhata. Welcome back to VWGT, Virtual World, and Gaming Today, on Vero. I am Robert James.
I am Mark J. Phelps.
I am Melissa Katzenschen.
I am Chris K. Crypter. Jakur, Chris Kaistar.
And I am Mark E. Crypter, Mark Elitastar. They are broadcasting live on location at Alito Digital Arena at Alito Plaza Center, as we are broadcasting live at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center Studio RDE at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia.
We are at the ED this afternoon. This as there is a surprise meetup with the Cloud Dick and X Gaming with the fans, as it was supposed to occur earlier this week, but due to incident resulted postponement to the eve of the Kanbor-Ze7 and Spinilian duodecimal half year. What the? For some reason, Raymond Blake's brother Jared Blake, for RDK Newsline, has said subject regarding some event in which he alerted his colleagues at the establishment and also his colleague at Idea, Demon.
We at VWGT and fellows at Alito GRESP have not heard of subject yet.
It appears that Jared has since informed Raymond Blake of the matter, as it may be important and may be urgent as well, as Ray Blake is coming toward us.
Excuse me, I have to cut in. I am Raymond Blake from Alito GRESP. I heard from Bro Jared from RDK-TSR that he have noted subject that we are at Alito GRESP are to look into the matter, as RDK 3000 TriStar has already informed of subject, this concerning event at 3:12 p.m. Elite City, as we hand off to Zaker and Marky for a VWGT alert.
This just in to RDK 3000 TriStar, as this also warrants a VWGT alert. We at RDK Newsline and the VWGT and Alito GRESP News Central have since learned of the gaming event we have yet to learn, to occur this afternoon.
This to occur at 1512 RDK ELC, this is it to be held at the Alito Digital Arena at Alito Plaza Center in Elite City. This according to social media post on multiple platforms, as it show the infographic of the two teams and several emojis, and a Tronix clock showing 800 Kiotrokins, meaning 1512, and numbers 129 and message. Tune to broadcast, Tronix Kanbor Spinilian half year Kb.P KBIP 129 music countdown immediately.
This is one of our and VWGT editors are actively monitoring the broadcast for clues and such. As for Vero TV viewers, we immediately hand off to Mark J, Mel K and Robert J for more, as we are joined with other networks of RDK 3000 TriStar, television, radio, streaming and more, as this warrants RDK 3000 TriStar Today Flash Report.
This is an RDK 3000 TriStar Today Flash Report. I am Mark E. Crypter.
And I am Chris K. Crypter over at Studio RDE.
This just into RDK 3000 TriStar. We at RDK Newsline have learned, there is to be an undetermined gaming event to occur this afternoon to occur at 1512 RDK ELC, 80.0 EMT, 1920 TRX, 012 KBTS, 005 KBDT, 800 Kiotrokins, 8 o'clock sign, and Desi. This is it to be held at the Alito Digital Arena Esports Arena over at Alito Plaza Center in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia.
This according to social media post on multiple platforms, as it showed the infographic of the two teams and several emojis, and a Tronix clock showing 800 Kiotrokins, meaning 1512, and numbers 129 in message. Tune to broadcast. Tronix Kanbor Spinilian half year Kb.P KBSD 129 music countdown right away. This is the editors at the RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline newsroom are actively listening to the broadcast. This is it could be clues on which esports team to be involved, or the time of further announcement either on the audio, or via elements in the video tele countdown.
I must note I am Dewey Toddball's friend, as in 2022, EY1022, I sold the Falcon to Dewey for 9,000 Elios, as he customized it. Anyhow, no wonder he gets executed after engaging into a legal street race in late October 2023 and airing on Underground Street Racing TV Elitopian Edition. This is his banana, the Falcon GTHO Phase 3 beside my car, to be crushed, This is per order by Ethiopian Department of Transportation and Motor Vehicles due to new law backed by Elite City Taxi Union Board Council 510, stating this car is no longer to be driven in Elite City and across Ethiopia. Joining with the Tronic Diamond Union is this being an unauthorized taxi. However, I have carried over the Banana, as I call it, the Banana 2, but only difference being a 2024 Flex Costa RS and a civilian passenger vehicle. This as it have similar horsepower and torque as with the Banana 1, as that car had a 351 cubic inch, 5.8 liter V8 engine, producing 300 horsepower and 515 Newton meters. Up to 380 PS and 620 Nm, as my car is a twin-turbo inline 4 2.5 liter with 380 PS and 620 Nm, however have sequential 6-speed clutchless semi-auto and all-wheel drive and modern tach, while the Falcon had a 4-speed manual with clutch and rear-wheel drive. This car have a flex-fuel engine that runs on gas or ethanol. Although it's a mild hybrid with 60 kilowatt electric motor also act as generator and starter motor when I start my car and start the engine, 1.6 kilowatt hour battery and electrically assisted turbos, as it's a T-hybrid model. This is we welcome back for RDK TV viewers. This is we discuss on the Valorant 2024 champions, as we discuss the teams participating: Leviathan, G2 Esports, Crew Esports, Sentinels, Edward Gaming, Fun Plus Phoenix, Tracy Sports, Billy Gaming, Fnatic, Team Vitality, Team Heretics, Fud Esports, Gen G Esports, DRX, Paper Rex, and Talon Esports. They compete in group stage, as the ones who advances on the screen also the ones eliminated after group stage, as we to discuss on the playoffs. This is we are over a dozen dozenals to the new Kanbor-Ze7en finally into a decimal half year of 2 KBIP 129. This is we recap the Valorant Champions 2024 in Altverse in round 1. This is Sentinels defeats DRX and Tracy Sports defeats Edward Gaming, 2 in a row, 2-0 in respective matches, on 14th. Then earlier in the pre-dawn, same 2-0 match scores as G2 defeats Leviathan, as Heretics defeat Fnatic, as Fnatic, Edward Gaming, Leviathan and DRX get sent to lower bracket to compete.
We do want to apologize, as we must briefly take over. This in case of Potental for code MCHE, as we are taking over the airtime for a brief while. If the subject gets playing, we will hand off to backup correspondent at another area who's on standby to cover what he left off. It appears that some music is playing rather than the Minecraft game Chap Herobrine Screamer concerning rock music, believed to be from radio station Rock 96, from Trek City, Trexland up north, at loud volume.
This is I learned from Scott Elidistar, the DJ at the radio station. Rick has said that he to take over for the next 12 minutes with some rock music for the tele-countdown broadcast, as he may also say on clues on the event at 15:12 alongside elements. As we have since learned from Trexer from Trek City, Rick to verbally say some elements to the radio listeners once it appears via visual elements. We would have hand off back to my bro SE Stars Plays, but he is unavailable, as I marquee Creepr must pick up what he left off. This concerning the Valorant Champions 2024. This as he said before we had to interrupt. This is on the matches for overnight hours at 0400 RDK ELC, 1700 hours venue time, in lower bracket round 1. Being DRX and Tracy Sports, then in match 2 toward dawn being G2 and Fnatic, and on the 17th, at 0400, 1700 hours venue time, Sentinels take on Edward Gaming. Then Leviathan taking on Heretics on upper bracket round 2. Round 2 lower to take Palsy on 18th at same time. Then on the 23rd, to be winners finals, then elimination 3rd round, then elimination finals on 24th. This is the Valorant 2024 Champions Grand Finals to occur on Sunday, August 25th, 2024. Prioritas Theta 24th EY 1024 and Octida Sane as I Nerf Day. Bravo Quadrax 28th TX.Y 24 at 0400 RDK ELC, 33.3 EMT, 0800 TRX and 320 Sine, 38 Dozine SGT. 333 Deci.
However, while at it on Valorant, in this verse, we must recall the Valorant Battle of the Smurfs Champions, in which took place on August 2, 2024 at 2000 KBTS, SVC and SRF on 1st of Charlie, 987 CJE, at the SDA in Juliet, New Smurfetian, this being best of 9, the esports teams being Sturm Galaxy vs Stro Extremes being in English, Smurf Galaxy and Extreme Smurf, This as it ends in a 5-3 win for Smurf Galaxy, as Smurf Galaxy are the 2024 EY1024 TX.Y24 Valorant Smurf Gamer Battle Champions, as we learn in the next month to be the Cent Bed Battle in Valorant. Ahem. Triple Decks. We must remain on the air in case of Code G, however substitute host is on. This is an RDK 3000 TriStar and BWGT Esports alert.
This is we update the slides and news banner, as we have since learned that there is to be an esports match to occur at 15:12 RDK ELC, and another one at 20:00 hours RDK ELC tonight, in the afternoon match, to be Cloud Deck to compete against the opponent. To be the amateurs for a Pro-Am match in Team Arrow, as for the second match to be X Gaming to compete against celebrities, in which voting to begin very soon, as the poll to be announced shortly, as we put in the question marks, as the team name is to be determined. They compete in best of 5 in Tron Laurent. The esports match gamer battles to be held at the EDA.
We have to pass you a programming alert. Due to the nature of event, BWGT episode needed to be cut short, this as the BWGT hosts has gotten assigned to cover for the match for Elite OG Resp. This as we have since learned. Vero Television to Silimcast Game Day live today on the esports match at 15:12 RDK ELC.
This is for Vero TV viewers, we have to say goodbye. This is for RDK TV viewers, RDK 3000 TriStar today Blitz will in fact have to start early, as it to start now.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Chris K. Crypter.
And I am Mark E. Crypter, broadcasting live and direct from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center over at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Ilitopia.
We are powered up always. Always on all RDK networks, television, radio, streaming and more. The latest at this hour. The countdown is on to halftime of Kanbor-Ze7en year of KSD 129-177. With fellows counting down to event at midnight KBTS, then at 800 Kiatrogans, including in Silver City, Cortitopia, in which winners of Valorant Smurf GR battle, Smurf Galaxy, in which made surprise stop just hours ago.
They are at CJDA to spectate esports at 012K, 800, 1512R, Cloud Deck and Team Arrow in Tron Laurent in best of 5, XGM and celebrities at 00Z. TD Olympics to resume tomorrow after races was suspended since 12th due to riots lead to Antipoly's destruction, Antipolian racers, and teams ejected and perma-banned.
Train Hornblasters are under arrest by Xenopolis City Police after disruption of countdown party to 2 HKSD-29 and vehicles towed. Horns was blaring from pickup trucks. A quarterly civil defense drill exercise is slated to occur at the top of the hour in Kaysar City to simulate scenario for air raid, incoming missile and or nuclear attack. To wrap up before midday, 16 on.
Before we start the RDK Countdown watch coverage, we begin with an esports and programming alert off the top. In the past few moments, we have received announcement that there's to be 2 special sponsored esports matches in one event called Z-Fuel, ZGR, Tronic Spinel, Esports Gamer Battle Duel, 2024, EY1024, TX.Y24, NTS 1000.5, TDE 2001, KB.P 19, KB.SDY 129 or 177. Both matches to be competed in best of 5 in Tron Laurent. For the second match at 20:00 hours RDK ELC, tonight, to be X Gaming taking on celebrities, in which voting period gets underway for the next 2 hours 24 minutes, 10 choice, 1 call a key from the time of poll open at 14:36 RDK ELC. as it to close at 1700 hours RDK ELC. This is for match 1. To occur 12 minutes into the Kanbor-Ze7en duodecimal half year of second half of KB.SDY 129 or 177, at 1512 RDK ELC and 800 Kiotrokans, 80.0 EMT, 1920 TRX to be a Pro M match, Cloud Deck to take on against Team Arrow. Being the amateurs, however, some of the folks are hardcore experienced gamers, as my brother is among those party picketing. Scott Elitistar, SE Stars plays, as he to live stream it, as it's confirmed with his friends to be among those managing the stream in his behalf.
This is the BWGT hosts are reassigned to cover for Alito GRESP and a substitute host being BWGT editor, in which he also gets reassigned to cover the match for the live blog, as today's episode of BWGT to be cut short as Alito GRESP requested Vero to simulcast the esports match in subject for match 1. Possibly for match 2. This is we learn, on the poll, the BWGT personnel, Team Vero, included on the list. However, RDK 3000 TriStar is not among the choices, as tonight's episode of BWG2N may also be pre-emptied. This is the hosts and editor to cover for match 1, is likely to compete for match 2 if that is the choice.
Match 2 to occur at 2000 hours RDK ELC quad zeros, is match 1 to occur at 1512 RDK ELC and 800 Kiotrokans. This at the stroke of new Kanbor-Ze7en duodecimal half year of second half of KB.SDY 129, 177. Intronic method with the master 112 minutes prior to match start at midnight KBDT, 0 o'clock KBDT, after 9-4B, double B, or 9-4E, double E being 959 and 149, 1500 hours RDK ELC, 79.1 EMT. 1900 TRX as we begin the RDK countdown. Watch coverage on the countdown to halftime of KSD 129, 177 with the countdown parties, and of course the esports match pre-game through RDK GRESP and our affiliate KBESP deck. TDESP and Alito GRESP, and viewing parties of the esports match some embedded with countdown parties.
Now I wouldn't mind the subject at downtown. This as I am listening to music on Costa 95.5. This as I head to Alpha River as I see the yacht driven by my bro Captain Max, Elito Swift. This I must, oh my god. What with the fire, god, the ship horn. Flex, call Max Kister. Hello. What with the fireworks and the ship horn?
Happy new Kanbor-Ze7en finally in duodecimal half year of second half of KB.SDY 129, 177.
Is it 3 o'clock p.m. already? I wasn't aware of the time and must be New Kanbor Day.
Yes, it's 1500 Elite City, midnight KBTS.
Ha! They won't know where I place the bomb on the map in-game. 400 Trokans on the timer.
I must note the map, as I Brian examine the map through gameplay as my friends also play the video game, it sure gets trending.
Brian, have you played the video game in subject? My cousin Eric is competing in esports.
I heard of it but I never played it. I also never played the other subject, Valorant, but I do heard of it, including the subject in Ulfers and the one in New Smurfatian is Smurf Galaxy won the 2024 championship.
Damn, SE Stars plays in Team Arrow found it and defused the plasma bomb. Our lead is cut by 1. 4-3 Cloud Deck.
You should note once I played the same map for Elite City Sentinels back on first for ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Suki 2024, EY1024 Grand Finals. The bomba was never discovered and the time ran out in round 24 in map 2 as it explodes as ESN made a match point. However, I retired from esports since the Grand Finals. However, I work for the team, also the parent company EXS Group. Now my battle tag, Shaker, now becomes my nickname, as I Mickey Daniels sure had a blast ringing the Kanbor-Ze7en half year at Alito NYE as I master the video countdown with Brian Smith earlier this afternoon.
Mickey Daniels, how was the celebrations at Alito NYE Central?
It was so epic. However, a few females went wild and went topless, even photobombed, resulting in auto-censor on Alito News 24, Deckmill RDK TV, Jinx 24 and others before the staff had to cut to slide as a reveler noted it and ran to the call assistance box. As Costa went to the reveler as he rang in security, as security booted the females out, permaban for nudity violation.
However, I must note one television station showed it uncensored, on Trexlandian television, since it was part run by Roblo, on Trex TV, being independent, the channel got shut down, as the network gets oofed as with the faculty, terminated for sexual content and adult content.
As it's map 1 of Kanbor City, being a tronified version of Kanbor-D City in the future, in best of 5, round 1. Yes, Raymond Blake, remember, it is up to 13 map points or 2 points advancement past round 24.
This is Cloud Deck are ready to get into the game. Starter 5 is Felony, Arrow, Neon, Captain Tron Ionic and Raider.
This is for Team Arrow, Swift, Blitz, Rapid, Slime, and SE Stars Plays, as SE Stars Plays to live stream with Mark Z Cryptor, Raptor from RDK 3000 TriStar mastering it with Farah, Corey Z Cryptor doing the socializing to the fans.
It's all systems go for the esports match game battle.
This is its showtime.
This is the final countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game on. Get into the game. It's 800 and it's off. Whoa. Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh god. Game paused by Team Arrow SE Stars Plays. However, Raptor, who's live streaming, has done it in his behalf. Jimmy SF Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar New Smurfatian Unit Division, reason on stop to Kanbor-Ze City?
I to check in with Smurf Galaxy as they're on tour in Kanbor-Ze City, however main priority to meet with Rex X Cryptor, Rexicon, from RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-Ze Unit Division.
And what are the next stops after Kanbor-Ze and Federation Republic?
I to tell you it first, but must note I heard from Andrew PK Cryptor from RDK Peko, and Ichiro T Cryptor from RDK Ato, as they said there is the Valorant battle for Centbet Zone is starting in September 2024. However, Valorant Battle of Gemstonia in Pekofinakolan or adjacent areas, but some areas in Peridot State Pekofinakolan as they to head there next, also Pearl City, then Mudkip City, Kipnianershan from 26th to 28th, and Itotenland toward end of month.
How about Darwin KB.P 19, September 2024, IOTA EY 1024, and TDE 2001?
They may head outside KBE 224 to KBE 227 to Kipling Kingdom.
What? Are you sure? Is it confirmed by Smurf Galaxy?
Not quite. They could head to Webchesterfield, Webchester.
Look bud, there is no longer an RDK 3000 TriStar establishment in Webchester since weeks, due to the intense storm in which led to destruction by tornado, then lightning strike led to structure fire. Also cleanup is still underway and rebuilding. They should reconsider, as the Webchesterian stock index has suffered a lot thanks to the storm, as the Webchester unemployment rate month-on-month skyrocket in report last week that led to stock index plummet to 2024 lows. As thousands were laid off thanks to notable establishments shut as the buildings housing the firms were wrecked thanks to the storm. However, stock is recovering off the 2024 lows. This as Kanbor Telemedia had to downsize the Webchesterian bureau and lay off or relocate the personnel to adjacent bureaus and amend programming just to remain profitable in Webchesterian market.
I just heard on Smurf Galaxy as they have said, they are ditching stop to Webchester. Kipling Kingdom is still a possibly. However, if that is not the case, next stop from 31st to 2nd of September to be either Bronnecox in Unity Island, or Trek City, Trexland then.
Wait a minute. They must be very careful when in Trek City. They must comply to subjects. This is top is required due to modesty layer. They do have esports jerseys on, so it should be okay, and don't be rough. This is Elite City, Eltopolis, aka Wheeltopolis as some Kanbordians call is, or Elitopia as others say is to the south, and Blitzdinozinuli, Blitzdinozinia to the east, Neoionica, Eritopia, and what used to be Antopolis north of Trexland. Is the next stop to the north or south, east or west of Trek City?
To be the 3rd of September to like 5th to be Elite City, Elitopia, then Alftronic City, Alftronic Republic toward the 8th of September 2024.
By the way, Eltopolis, aka Elitopia to be ushering in the new elite metric year of EMS 90 MLE at 05K, being 00Z and 20R. Fireworks to occur in Elite City and across the nation, and also in Altronic City and OmniStar, but not here in Kanbor-Ze City and Kanbor Federation Republic as per order by KBSKSO. Kanbor-Ze Center Control Celebrate organization as it's not a Kanbordian event, but it is a Tronic Diamond event since Eltopolis is part of TDU, this is TDSKSO, Tronic Diamond version of KBSKSO, mandates Altronic City and OmniStar to follow suit. However, voluntary measure for TDU2 this is 24 hours after that to be the new Tronic Diamond new J-Trocant of NTS 1000.6. However, no fireworks as the J-Trocant or metric season is not a multiple of 4 or 5 as fireworks are discouraged as per protocol of KBSKSO and TDSKSO. Unsure on New Smurfatian and nearby Korhatapia.
Organizers in New Smurfetian bans fireworks celebrations for those New Year-inspired events even in Juliet City. Earlier in the hour, I was messaging with Sarah J.D. Cryptor from RDKCJP, or RDKKJP in Kanbor-Lish. She said fireworks are expected in Silver City at 5 o'clock pre-dawn tomorrow as per city discretion.
This is Rex X Cryptor. Rikikan. From RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-Ze, Kin 2000, Scrotron, report to RDK Kin immediately. It is important concerning subject at 0500 kbts late overnight to pre-dawn. Is it related to the celebrations? No. This being esports event in Aerostar, Capital Aeropolia, at the Aero Digital Arena, Aerotstar Galaxy taking on against Iontopolis Ionic, renamed from Bionics. Take note, speakerphone is on, also audio on call, also playing on car speakers, volume elevated, as that gets attention to Smurf Galaxy. Welcome back to VWG2N, Virtual World, and Gaming Tonight, on Vero. I am Robert James.
I am Mark J. Phelps.
I am Melissa Katzenschen.
This is we to be heading to the Alito Digital Arena Esports Gamer Battle in the watch party to occur at the new Elite metric year of EMS 90 MLE. This is before the programming break. We explain the esports match in subject.
This is we to hand off to the VWGT correspondent over at What the? Who switched on the Vero clock ident? Must be fellows at Master Control Studio V, who cut to clock ident?
Producer Chris Elita, this is a preventative measure to avoid the triple deck n/ or triple L problem, as I to take over for now. A warning to you and 2 others, prepare for the loud E-screamer, then the topless surprise. This is Chris A over at Master Studio Control V. We do want to apologize for cutting out suddenly. This is per preventative move in case of Minecraft Herobrine game chap E-screamer on triple B, or triple E. Triple LF on the duodecimal countdown a second after 2 choi warning for notable events including for EMS 90 MLE. We have received reports, not the subject we explained, but some loud music, blaring at esports arena loudspeakers at the EDA, concerning some tropical music, Miami Nights 1989, accelerated, from radio station in which is parent company of Elitotronics Telemedia, our sister station, Costa 95.5, Eltro FM. At 95.50 MHz on the FM band, kicking off the new Elite metric year tropical beat on the radio station, in which is also airing now on sister network Elito Suki TV El Suki TV, channel 46.1 in Elite City, Elito Cable channel 46A, TD Vision channel 215.
I am Derek V. Crypter, Division, Derek Venstar, RDK TV on set producer at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Elitopia. This is that can be heard at Studio RDE as well. This is subject occurred at 1931 RDK ELC and 13 seconds. If this were the E-Screamer, we would have cut out as per RDK TSR protocols due to the subject on the game chap forums by Chaps United. Rant on breasts Indium led to respected forum member ban, leading to forum-wide boycott, then bans in response. Even Chaps United members back in 2014, EY 1014, TX.Y14, KB.P9, KSD 120 or 168, TDE 1991, 2730 ATRE, Niatricon 996.8 Intronic Diamond, 997.4 in Alptronican, in which Team Elite carried over to RDK 3000 TriStar blacklisting game chap and elements indefinitely in response and air RDK TSRT right away. The music has been hushed, as we hand off to Mark E. Crypter and Chris K. Crypter.
I am Chris K. Crypter, Jakur, Chris Kaistar.
And I am Mark E. Crypter, Mark Elitistar.
We must note that we must remain on the air for now. This in case code T, regarding Indency exposure incident aka triple deck problem, on the triple deck on the duodecimal countdown at 26 minutes 10 seconds on the countdown to event, for this instance, to EMS 90 MLE.
This being AAA and TD and Elito, XXX in Kanbor, in which refers to adult entertainment, pornography, and content that is not safe for work, as I heard from Hydrox Offset in Macro Card, also very offensive to the squad in diapers. This most notably when females go topless at said second and expose their bare breasts on cam, that likely to set off auto censor, then possibly go fully nude and go to male, strip off all of his clothes and force him in sex naked.
If that disrupts BWG2N production, the show have to end for the night. However, as a preventative measure, we have alerted the distributors to terminate the Silimcast for the evening since 1932. We have received report of Code T. Thank goodness it occurred off-air, as Vero and RDK TV prevented such thing show on air.
However, the incident occurred close to the VWG2N crew while waiting for the VWG2N hosts to arrive at the EDA. We have been told by Vero, some of the producers have since looked at the breasts, and said offensive remark, triggering RDK TSR Code TV. This angered the supervisor as they are being recalled to be sanctioned. This is we have a programming alert to pass to you.
This is the producers involved to be suspended. This is tonight's episode of Virtual World and Gaming Tonight. BWG2N must have to end, and the BWG2N hosts, en route to the EDA for esports and viewing party, to be reassigned to cover for Alito G-Resp.
We must pass you a side note. Tonight's VWG2N extra to be preempted due to the TD Olympics coverage via Asylum cast from Alito Speed. This is RDK 3000 TriStar today to be coming up next, with the RDK Countdown watch coverage to new elite metric year of EMS 90 MLE.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Chris K. Crypter, Shakur, Chris K-Star.
And I am Marky Crypter, Mark Elitistar, broadcasting live and direct from RDK 3015. As stated earlier, by Mark J. Phelps, the VWGT hosts are en route to the EDA, but we have to caution to them that to expect loud music due to the failed eScreamer turned out music from radio station cost in 95.5. This is there's an esports match viewing party to occur at the top of the hour. This is before the commercial break. They discuss there's an esports match in Aerotopia to occur at 8 o'clock p.m. Aerostar and also Elite City time tonight at the top of the hour. This is it to be special match once the Aero calendar weekday reaches Paycludamaktia meaning games and battle. This is many gamers refer to gamer battle, and that means specially sports matches outside of endorsed tournament periods. This is Iontopoli Zionic to take on against Aerostar Galaxy at the Aero Digital Arena at Aerostar. Aerotopia is they to take on in best of 5 in Tron Laurent. We must note the other subject to occur on the triple decks. This is Michael Agius have informed the hosts on the potential of subject. This is we can't go back to VWG2N yet until we report no issues on the triple deck problem, as the tropical music has been stopped at the EDA in person responsible cautioned by the staff.
I am Michael Alito Jinx, Vero television announcer at Alitotronics Telemedia HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Alitopia, doing the audio continuity. This is the triple deck problem consists of indency exposure incident while on air, in which as a preventative move, will remain at clock ident while I do the continuity, in which occurring on AAA, triple decks, aka triple X on the duodecimal countdown, at 26 minutes 10 seconds on the countdown. This especially when the females go topless, expose their breasts and maybe go fully nude and do sex to a male stripping off his clothes. The triple X refers to adult entertainment, pornography and related matters that we cannot show it on the air in accordance to ELRTC and TDTCA protocols. This is the triple decks occur now. This is we, agad. Oh my god, we have a report of the instance as I check the monitors. This occurring close to the VWG2N crew at the EDA. If that impairs the VWG2N production crew, tonight's VWG2N episode must have to end. It's a good thing this occurring off air. Thank God for swift response as the esports fan yanked at the help callbox at EDA. We must wait a couple more minutes to scratch that. This is VWGT field producers has said offensive remark and has gotten red flag. This is a Vero television programming alert. Tonight's VWG2N episode to end prematurely for the evening. This is some VWG2N producers at Alito Digital Arena Esports Arena at Alito Plaza Center in Elite City. or placed on administrative leave. This after indecency exposure incident that occurred off-air on AAA, or XXX, triple decks on the duodecimal countdown. At 26 minutes 10 seconds on the countdown to new elite metric year, while the VWG2N hosts are en route to the EDA, they are being reassigned to cover for Elite OGRESP. This blamed on topless female who exposed on the breasts on the triple deck, in which in RDK 3000 TriStar terms as Code T. Then Code TE as the producers who looked at the breasts and said offensive and obscene remarks with a moan and the B word, then the offensive T word that is prohibited to be said on the air as per Elitotronics Telemedia Code of Conduct. Referring to vulgar term of female breasts in which otherwise refers to bird, a chickadee including the Elitopian Elito Trent bird now shown on the screen. The subject occurred at 7:33 p.m. Elite City and 50 seconds. The topless females has been caught by security by Elito Plaza Center and has been escorted out to be dealt by Elite City Police as indecency exposure in public is a crime as per Elitopian Penal Code. For Jinx TV viewers, we hand off to Jinx 24, for Trony Explosivision, KBESPX and Trex Media 4. Filler programming is up next. For RDK 3000 TriStar television service viewers, Mark E. Creepr and Chris K. Creepr will take over the coverage. As for Barrow television viewers, we will hand off to sister network or affiliate coverage after 2-minute programming break after word from sponsor. BWG2N producers and we at Barrow Television do want to apologize for the inconvenience, and to wish the viewers a splendid new elite metric season as the hosts to be back in tomorrow's show.
3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center over at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia.
We are powered up always on all RDK networks, television, radio, streaming and more. The latest at this hour.
Corey Z. Creepr, Farah, Corey Zanders. If you have VWG2N DVR recording active, stop it now. VWG2N episode has been cut short due to Code TE. Anyhow, the topless female was caught and escorted out as Costa told me of that via messaging. Mark Z. Creepr, Raptor, Mark Zaniels, DVR is in use for another show, EWE Smack Raw. Good. I Mark ETX Creepr, Mark Elito Trexter check on the police scanner, the cops. Fellows at Elite City Police in patrolling mode to keep the revelers safe received a call on incidency exposure at Elito Plaza Center as they enter on foot as the fellow was arrested even before the venue security arrived. The esports gamer fan must have toggled the call box then called the cops, via 777 on his cell.
Yes, this as he must be smart to report the incidents in a swift manner.
Yes, Alex RZ. This is I Steven ZT Creepr, Steven Zillatrex learn. Indecency exposure in public is not only illegal in Elitopia, also unlawful in Xenopolia and across TDU, also Trexland. He or she gets oofed, terminated to Banland, also unlawful even in Taxico, Kanbor-Ze and Webchester.
Yes, as I Alex note, to be my ex-girlfriend from high school. Since she's a student from ECU, she to be expelled for legal trouble.
Damn. Melissa Stankipp, arrested by Elite City Police, for indecency exposure on triple deck, that result in VWG2N episode to be axed.
Up next, for RDK 3000 TriStar television service viewers, Mark E. Creepr and Chris K. Creepr will take over the coverage. As for Barrow television viewers, we will hand off to sister network or affiliate coverage after 2-minute programming break after word from sponsor. BWG2N producers and we at Barrow Television do want to apologize for the inconvenience, and to wish the viewers a splendid new elite metric season as the hosts to be back in tomorrow's show.
I am Robert Alito Arrow, the
Electronic Street West, Elite City, 5522-6666-6666.
Okay. This is I am packed up as I to head to go on the road. This is I to be driving from Trex City, Trexland, to Costa Aero, Trex Beach, Trexland, previously under Cripsation, Bloxy Federation West ruling. Anyhow I to bring my fellows along for a drive. As it to be a long drive as I must take a scenic route. Anyhow I mustn't head south to Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia but to head east toward Trexland Capital, Trextopolis via Trex Express 1. That will merge to Trex Express 75 to Costa Aero as Trexer went on the same freeway as Rotobahn 75 back in early 2023. TX.Y23. EY 1023 with 3 of the original Trex friends, as one emigrated to Elite City being Mitchell Sinatron, as with Ichigo Bloxkip in 2022. Now as Ichiro Alito Starkip who works at RDK 3000 TriStar. I must note one store where Casper, Skunk in Diapers was adopted by Ichiro ESKI must arrive to Costa Aero by evening on the 30th. I do recall Savage who's he in jail due to involvement and support to illegal street race on Angels Night toward Halloween 2023. Has went to Costa Aero to see Kent in his BMW this as I to see him in 2024. TX.Y24 and EY 1024 as it to be Trexer's Week. This means I and crew to spend Trexer's Week scenic drive and visit to Costa Aero as the Trex friends are visiting Alftronic City then Kanbor-Ze City then Costa Aero. As Trexer and his crew to prep for operation in Costa Aero toward the new Trexmester at final day of Trexer's Week to start of Char Trexmester. This is the fun to kick off at the new elite metric year of EMS 90 MLE at stroke of Trex EX. Throughout Trexer's Week, this is I must note esports north of Trexland and west of Neo-Ionica, east of Elitopia, in Aerostar, Eratopolis at Trex EX. Alright I am go. This is I to head to my car. Start the ignition. This as others have since departed in the prior hours taking the alternate route as I have things packed up. I must head to the Trex Express toward 8 o'clock, Trex EX. Anyhow I made it onto the on-ramp to Alito Trex Freeway this as I to wait the queues as pocket radio is tuned to radio time speaking service from Trex City. This is Elite City down south along the route ahead to be kicking off the new Elite metric year of EMS 90 MLE alongside Elitopia, also Alftronic City and Omnistar, also in Trex City at the RDK Trex Tower in the Trex district, but not other areas in Trex City and definitely not in Costa Aero, also not in Kanbor-Ze City as well. This is I to put it in launch control. Sport R+, Power Hybrid and Florid at stroke of Trex CX. Dawn ramp to Trex Express 1 and head to Trextopolis. I also must note esports in Aerostar Aerotopia north of Trexland, Aerostar Galaxy and Iontopolis Ionic. Best of 5, Trongering. Car radio tuned to Trex GR radio, not Alito G Rest. Match start inbound as I get my car ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game on. Get into the game.
This says for you, Stefan, we must note events to occur toward remainder of the month.
Yes, Andrew, this is we are into the final week of August 2024. This is we must note the period as Trex year TX.Y24 have 366 days. This is the Trexers week to occur at end of the Trexmester, as it is projected to be end of second Trexmester as today is the 25th. This is the subject I said to occur, August 28th, Bravo Quadrax 31st, toward the 3rd of the next month of September, being 1st of Char Priorex with final day of Trexers week on September 2nd, 2024. This is on the 31st, to be the final day of August as we say goodbye to the Augusterix, as we approach September, with the sequence at VTSQ in new blocks. Also I heard from Trexer, to master it in Costa Aero and Trex City. I heard there's also event at 3 o'clock p.m. and 8 o'clock p.m. I seem to forget the names. Andrew Crexton, what are the subjects on those times on August 31st, 2024?
The subject is being discussed on the radio.
This is an RDK 3000 TriStar Severe Weather Alert. I am Chris K. Crypter over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center at Studio RDE at the main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. The Trexland Bureau of Meteorology, TrexMet, has issued a PDS Severe Thunderstorm Warning Level 3. Destructive for Central Crake Province in Trexland including City of Troniford effective until 14:30 RDK. ELC, TRC. This is a severe thunderstorm emergency for Troniford. On the Doppler radar, another batch of storms are moving over the area already dealt with the first ones. Radar estimated wind gusts to be 100 km per choi, 165 km per hour, being 470 km per trocont are reported, also reported by Storm Chaser. Hail of up to size of DVDs are reported by law enforcement. Heavy intense torrential rainfall also likely. Personnel in those areas must remain in shelter. This is a PDS Severe Thunderstorm Watch remains in effect for Crake Province until 1500 RDK. ELC, TRC. This in which may be upgraded to Tornado Watch at some point in which the Trex met at the Mesocyclonic Storm Convective Forecasting Center say that the dynamics are being more favorable for tornadoes as of late. We will stay on top of the situation as we hand off back to BWGT.
Possibly of tornadoes? It is a good thing we are underground, as we note an alternate exit. Which does the alternate exit lead to?
This leads to tunnel, however we explain on subject later on. This is the fellow on the radio said moments ago before was interrupted via weather alert. He said that the subject being 3 p.m. on 31st being the happy new month and trimester Kanbor-Ze of Darwin Kb.P 19 translating to midnight KBTS on 1st Darwin Kb.P 19, also 12 o'clock AM in Silver City Korhata where they kick off Foxtrot of 987 CJE, also new Metri season of CJMY 360.9, final one toward the next Metri year toward mid-December 2024 about a fortnight to Christmas, also new short yard of 1203. In addition to HNM plus T of Ilito and Tronic Diamond at Trixie X on Bravo Quadrax 35th, TX.Y24 or 8 o'clock p.m. August 31st, 2024 to be 00.0 EMT and 000 TRX, 0 Kiatrokins on Iota 1st, EY1024 and TDE 2001, Ilito Day / Solar Day 244 on final day of Viatrokant 100. 1060 on a Biatas Beta E and Pentadachin Shazai Sign Day and Saturday evening once we celebrate the subjects at Costa Aero, with the fellows celebrating in Elite City, Silver City, Trex City. Kanbor-Ze City also at Aerostar at the DISCRETION Sports Gamers to head there as I heard on the radio being Bluetooth playing RDK TV stream via phone regarding VWGT Xylem cast from Ilito GRESP's Raymond Blake.
This is a Breeze Radio Weather Alert. TrexMet has upgraded a PDS Severe Thunderstorm Watch to a PDS Tornado Watch still effective until 3 o'clock p.m. for all of Crake Province in Trexland. In the revised bulletin, TrexMet now say that there is also a high potential of tornadoes and some to be strong and long-lived ones.
Personnels must be on alert for further bulletins by TrexNet.
EEP. Tornado X. Gonna write it down on the whiteboard, then raise it up via pulley. However, no wonder the power remains on at the tuning shop. Is the power still on, or there is a power interruption to the city due to the storm and the generators kick in?
The power has since went out as there's report of power lines down. Although we are on backup power as it runs on battery, then the hydrogen fuel cell will kick in once the batteries run low. However, we can't have a gas generator at the tuning shop because of carbon monoxide as that is deadly. Yes, as I Radeon learned it the hard way, when there was a power outage at one neighborhood in Trex City, but a scheduled 8-hour power outage for maintenance work and upgrade the transformers and replace the poles due to age, I had to run the gas generator at my home at the garage. However, no wonder it sets off the CO alarm.
This explains you had to put on your gas mask, then head outside and call 911 from your phone to alert the fire department as the generator shuts down due to CO sensor that got tripped and alarmed.
This is Creek Radio 96.5. I am Robert Arrow Shaw. We have a severe weather alert to pass to the listeners, especially towards Central Creek, Trex Land. A tornado alert is in effect for the Central Creek, Trex Land until 2:45 p.m. On the Doppler radar, the storms that yielded a severe thunderstorm emergency are showing some signs of rotation, as a tornado is possible. Persons must remain sheltered at this time.
We must note on this, as we are underground, also there is flooding reported, as the door to the main exit are sealed off, so the tuning shop won't be flooded although the city is at lower elevation. This is the alternate exit we to take leads to tunnel and which leads to higher elevation to 250 meters above ground to some hills, as that leads to the rally trail, but that is not used for the TD Auto Olympics as that exit to the Tog area.
Yes, as we must listen to the radio for further bulletins. How good on battery and fuel for the generators?
It to last for weeks, as the battery to last for good chunk of the day, 16 hours on battery, then 40 to 50 days on hydrogen fuel.
Up to 50 days? Does it charge the battery when using hydrogen, then hydrogen fuel cell shuts off when battery is full? How long does it take to charge?
Since the fuel runs 50 days non-stop, it only takes an hour or two to charge, so it may end up like a year overall.
This explains the David battery and about dozen or so kilograms of hydrogen via a dozen tanks and a hydrogen fuel cell module connected to system that switches between mains and the gens, as I assume it's automatic.
This is Piker Radio 92.5. A tornado warning that is in effect for Central Creek in Trexland is now upgraded to a PDS variant, still effective until 2:45. According to TrexMet, law enforcement report that a tornado is on the ground and is moving to the northeast at 60 km per hour. Personnel must remain in shelter at this time, otherwise seek refuge immediately. Hail size of DVDs, wind gusts of 160 km per hour and heavy rain is also expected.
I wonder how powerful is this tornado? Is it enough to roadkill the city?
They are unsure on the intensity. However, the tornado made contact to the ground and is moving to the city. This reminds me of film Once I and the crew head to the cinema in past weeks, Twisters 2.
Speaking of the movie, it sure is a decent movie, as I can't wait to stream it, also buy a DVD or Blu-ray disc version of it.
I heard the tornado to be quite strong. However, we must be very deep underground, so we to be okay.
Yes, as we to be safe underground, as we must wait until the tornado passes and Andrew giving us further details and instructions.
Tornado sirens just went off. Those only run on battery? Agad. Trex Alert EAS. Tornado emergency issued. I knew it. It to be powerful enough to get the city road killed, then move off to sea to the east.
I am Mark E. Creepr over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline at the main HQ in Elite City, Ilitopia. We have a severe weather alert to pass to you for viewers in Central Crake, Trexland. A tornado emergency, make that an extreme tornado emergency, is now in effect until 14:45 RDK, ELC, TRC for Central Crake, Trexland including Tronafort. A PDS special marine warning is also in effect for the open waters to the east. A violent, huge and destructive tornado, to become tornadic waterspout when going offshore, possibly an EF5 or T11 is heading straight for Tronafort then to move to open waters. Personnels in the area must remain in shelter, as for boaters and mariners, must seek safe harbor away from Tronafort. This is a extreme dangerous and life-threatening situation. The same weather system along a cold front is also producing thunderstorms in Costa Aero, but those are much weaker as a thunderstorm advisory is in effect. Also heavy rainfall advisory up to 40 millimeters of rain expected, as severe weather is not expected in Costa Aero, this is up north. Producing heavy rain and gusty winds approaching Elite City, also Blitz Dinos in Uli and Trex City. This is we have a severe weather alert to pass to you for the viewers in the Trinity Zone.
I am Chris K. Creepr. Trex Met has issued a heavy rainfall advisory and special weather statement for Trex City and Western Trans. The Blitzdinozinien Weather Service has issued weather advisory for Blitzdinozinuli and northern part of Blitzdinozinia, as the Meteorological Service of Elitopia has issued a rainfall warning level 1 and effective until 15:30 RDK. ELC. TRC on the Doppler radar. Heavy rain and gusty winds are approaching from the northwest. Up to 40 millimeters of rain is expected, and wind gusts of 60 kilometers per hour is also expected. An odd thunderstorm is also possible, but severe weather is not expected.
We have a programming alert to pass to you. This is due to the weather situation. Today's episode of VWGT needed to prematurely end. This is Vero TV is simulcasting RDK TV at this time, as we are taking over the coverage for the afternoon, as the hosts to be tonight for tonight's VWG2N. To repeat, this is due to the weather situation. Today's episode of VWGT needed to prematurely end. This is Vero TV is simulcasting RDK TV at this time, as we are taking over the coverage for the afternoon, as the hosts to be tonight for tonight's VWG2N.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Chris K. Creepr. Shakur, Chris K-Star.
And I am Marky Creepr, Mark Elitistar, broadcasting live and direct from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center over at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Ilitopia.
We are powered up always on all RDK networks, television, radio, streaming and more. The latest at this hour. We begin with breaking news in an RDK 3000 TriStar alert. A state of emergency is in effect for Central Craig in Trexland, as the emergency management has reported the city of Troniford has been destroyed by the tornado as the severe weather alerts has cleared as emergency road detours are in place for Trex Route 75.
This is we also have a race alert. Trexland has been given the boot from the TDRC and the Trex stage after conclusion of Illitopian Rally Championship 2024. EY1024, TX.Y24 is cancelled, as one of the routes for the TDRC is severely disrupted by the storms.
However, we also note that not only Kanbor-Ze7, City, Kanbor Metro, Kanbor-Ze7 in Federation Republic and Silver City, Corgitopia to celebrate subject as with the Aero Digital Arena in Aristar, Arapolia with Cloud Deck, X Gaming, Aristar Galaxy and Iontopolis Ionic during the tour. Also at Elito Digital Arena and Elito NYE Central at Elito Plaza Center in Elite City, Elitopia, Fellows up north in Trex City, Trexland, also the Fellows at Costa Aero, Beach Trexland to join in to occur at 0100 RDK 3000 TriStar Clock Time and Elite City Time, also Trex City. Blitzadino Zenuli, Iontopolis and Aristar also Costa Aero also in new blocks worth the Fellows at VTSQ despite a close election being too close to call, as they the countdown to arrival of September 2024 and third trimester of the year. This is Trexer, Rex Z Creepr and his crew are mastering subject in Costa Aero and remotely to the RDK Trex Tower in Trex City with assistance from Zen Z Creepr in Elite City as we show affiliate coverage when we go to break. This is not one but 5 NYE balls are used in Costa Aero. We are to take a break for now as I to be back at 002 RDK ELC for RDK 3000 TriStar Today Night Beat. I am Alex T. or Creepr signing off as we see you at 002 RDK ELC as we kick off September.
This is it to occur at midnight here in Costa Aero. Are we on RDK 3000 TriStar television service from Elite City, Elitopia? Is Elite City time same time as with Costa Aero? We want to give a warm welcome to viewers on RDK TV and as the subject also to occur at midnight in Elite City time. However, we learn from Elito News 24 Deck Mill, there will be no fireworks in Elite City and across Elitopia unlike Trex City, Trexland up north in which Trexer say it's a go. This is Trexer and the crew is mastering the one internally here also remotely at the RDK Trex Tower in Trex City. This is not only Costa7 to be covering this as our affiliate Trex Vision 4 to be covering it from Trex City point of view as we show affiliate coverage from Trex Vision 4 and Trex 4. News with Mark Starblocks. I to break in if warranted.
I am Mark Starblocks from Trex 4 News as we welcome back to Trex City viewers and we give a warm welcome to Costa7 viewers at Costa Aero and RDK 3000 TriStar television service viewers from Elite City, Elitopia down south as we are counting down to September as we close out August Trex. This is it's a triple play is not only Trex City to do it, also Costa Aero and the fellows at VTSQ also mastering it as there's election in progress still too close to call, as we learn it since 10:20 PM Trex City also Costa Aero and Elite City time, as RDK TV is also broadcast multiple areas. being 8:20 a.m. KBTS, 10:20 p.m. Xenopolis City, and 3:20 Universal Time, 138 Piotrokins. This following the happy new month and trimester of third trimester in IOTA EY 1024 and TDE 2001 just close to 4 hours ago at 8 o'clock p.m. TRC in ELC, Trixie 0, just 48 hours to Trek's counterpart of Char Trex Mester of TX.Y24 and Char Priatorix after Trexers Week. And 5 hours prior to it at midnight Kanbor-Ze7 and Silver City in Kalaki X, 3 p.m. TRC, for Darwian KB.P 19 and Echo 987 CJE also new short yard of 1203 and new Korhata P and metric season of CJMY 360.9, final one to CJMY 361 as there was an epic fireworks show in Silver City. Korhata Pia but the one in Trek City and Costa Aero to be more epic than that. This is it's 11:59 p.m. as we await those in the next minute, as in behalf of Trek's 4 News also to the fellows at Costa7 and RDK 3000 TriStar TV wishing the fellows happy September. I to be back at 12:05, or sooner if there's a projection. For Costa7, Mel CT to be back at 12:05 as well or sooner if there's word of projection. As for RDK TV viewers, RDK 3000 TriStar today to resume at 12:02 am RDK, ELC, TRC, CSA, 4:02 UTC and 9:02 KBTS with Alex TR Creepr at RDK Newsline. This is a Trek's 4 News alert. We have breaking news at 12:01 a.m. Trek City. We have learned from our affiliate Star from Newblox that they are projecting that Avalyn is to be the next president of VTSQ.
This is a Costa7 alert. We have breaking news to report. We are learning on the VTSQ election autumn 2024, as multiple sources project that Avalyn to defeat Core to become the next president of VTSQ in a close margin. This is Costa7 is projecting just now that Avalyn is to become the next.
This is an RDK 3000 TriStar alert. I am Alex TR Creepr over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center at the main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. We have breaking news to report from Robloxia at 002 RDK ELC. Multiple sources even Trex Vision 4 and Costa7 is projecting on VTSQ elections autumn 2024, EY 1024, TX.Y24, that Avalyn wins the most votes in a close margin, by 1,509 votes being 54.6% of votes, with Core with 1,254 votes or 45.4%. However, in terms of areas 1, Avalyn 113 is Core wins by only 2 with nearly all votes in. The projection occurs after midnight. This is we at RDK 3000 TriStar with RDK Election Central also making projection that Avalyn is to be next president of VTSQ with Luna being vice president. This is we are only network in Elitopia and TDU to cover this, as we just learned, Elito News 24 Deck Mill and even KB News 24 Deck. Plus Jinx24 and others including KBIP24 and AT are Newsnet to report on this, as this gets attention to Kanbor-Ze7en and Kanbor World Media as well, even WBC News in Webchester and the other WBC in Bloxland. We are on the RDK line with correspondent from our affiliate Star from New Bloxland with the Avalon Election Central, in which there's celebrations there.